So is it too late? It's Dr. McLean, Vital Energy Chiropractic. Several years ago, we were working at a health fair, and we were talking to people and screening their spines and nervous systems and answering questions in terms of health. And I was amazed that day, it really stuck out to me, of how many people were coming up and telling about their particular conditions that were permanent, that couldn't be helped. There could be nothing done about those things. They might say, well, I'd like to talk to you about my low back pain. I also have migraine headaches, but I know you can't help me with that. Those are permanent. I've had those forever and I can't do anything about that. Or my diabetes, or my arthritis, or my genetic condition. These things that are permanent that they cannot be fixed. They were just so conditioned to believe that those things could not be improved or changed. It wasn't even worth talking about. And a lot of this comes from our conditioning from the pharmaceutical industry, through commercials, through doctor visits growing up, being told what's possible. And I, of course, don't have all the solutions. And I'm not saying there are certain situations where there's permanent damage to the body, but the body's got this amazing, amazing capacity to heal. And I've seen so many miracles over the years, not because of me, but because of that power that's inside of the body, that I never write anything off. I never tell people that this can't be fixed or this can't be improved. I don't have the answer. I can't predict the future, but mass majority of the time it can be improved. I know when we've had 3 kids, and we had all 3 of our children at home with a midwife. No drugs. I mean, my wife is just an amazing trooper. And I remember when she was, a lot of her girlfriends were also pregnant and going through deliveries at the same time too. Then we talked about the deliveries, and when my wife would tell them, yeah, we're going to have, our child at home, they were just pretty amazed, number one, but they would say, well, what are you going to do if you need drugs? And she'd say, well, I just suck it up, or, and I'm not trying to belittle it, because it's not an easy thing to do. I mean, I watched my wife go through a lot of pain, but they were just, so amazing that was even a possibility, that you could have a baby without drugs, that was even a possibility. And we did it 3 times in a row, and the last time she didn't want to do it, she said, I'm done. I've had 2 kids at home. This 3rd one, I'm going to the hospital. This is during the labor. She was really mad, but she toughed it out, and she did great. Another example is type 2 diabetes. And this is one of the biggest growing conditions that we've got in our countries, going through the roof. And type 2 diabetes, not according to me, but according to many medical doctors, 99.9% of the time, there's always the exception to the rule, but almost 100% of the time, type 2 diabetes is completely reversible. And it's actually pretty simple. It's not easy. It takes some energy and some effort, some focus. It's challenging, but it's actually a very simple process. And a lot of times within a week or 2, you can totally reverse this, get off of all of your diabetes medications. But people are conditioned and taught, you're on this, you're on insulin, you've got diabetes, this is what it is, and that's your condition. And so one thing you want to be careful of doing is not becoming your condition. You are a person that might have XYZ disease or symptom, but that's not who you are. So don't become your condition. And I'm not, again, trying to oversimplify this and say these things are easy. And again, not that there's not things that are permanent, but you can always still improve those things. So if you've got arthritis, maybe you've got some permanent damage to your joints that can't be totally reversed, but you can still improve those things, or at the very least, maintain those things so they don't continue to get worse. And so that's my biggest concern, is people getting into the belief that they can't improve these things. So if you have questions on this, please let us know, but especially if you know people that they've been bought into that they can't improve their diabetes or their arthritis or XYZ condition, or a genetic condition that they've been told is genetic, a lot of times it's not actually genetic, that please have them reach out to us, or let us know and we'll reach out to them and answer questions that they have. And so, but remember, your mindset's really important when it comes to approaching your health, and have a massive belief in your innate intelligence, your massive ability to heal.